Why we're there? Well, the motivation from the president's side is we need a stable Southern Africa. We are supporting SADC, but even the SADC countries with most interest in the conflict, Angola and Zambia, has not joined. They do not have troops there. It's only us and Malawi, and I think it's Zimbabwe at this stage. So we've got no business there. And the more people ask these questions, the more the rumor comes up. We are there in the mineral-rich Eastern DRC to protect the mineral interests, the mining interests of some very prominent South Africans.
Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Angie Motshekga, must go because she's incompetent and she lied to the nation. And finally, the Economic Freedom Fighters is calling for an emergency joint meeting of the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces to discuss with President Ramaphosa in front of the nation so that there is full accountability what has happened here, why they allowed this to happen, and also to explain to us what the purpose is of our troops being deployed in the DRC.
Unfortunately, in the previous term in Parliament, I was sitting in the Defence Portfolio Committee, and we've been complaining that every year the defence budget is being cut, and we're calling for the government to give more money to the defence. We're calling on government to invest in the security of our state, because if you are cutting budgets, I mean, what can happen tomorrow if South Africa can be attacked? I'm not sure if we are equal to the task. So more money must be poured into the defense so that defense is able to protect the state, and also soldiers are able to have all the resources to protect themselves.
Despite President Tshisekedi winning the previous election, he stole the elections before the recent one, because he had lost. He only had 17% of the vote, and Fayola had got 63% of the vote. He was nowhere closer to winning the vote. And SADC, as well as the AU, messed up. And when our soldiers are dying, prepping up illegitimate regimes, it's quite unfortunate. So it's a matter that should be reviewed going forward, because we need to be defending democracies, we need to be defending peoples, and not just participate in every other process of UN missions, like in this case, in that particular region.
As the Portfolio Committee, would like to send our heartfelt condolences to the families of our soldiers, to the nation at large, and to all South Africans, including other soldiers who are working in the DRC as part of the team. It's regrettable that these ones have lost their lives, but you would know they were there as part of the United Nations Resolution 2098, which asked member states in the continent to contribute soldiers towards the peacekeeping mission in the DRC as part of our effort as a continent to bring stability and to bring peace and friendship within the Democratic Republic of Congo. You know that is also supported by the SADC head of states. It's also supported by the African Union. It's also supported by the United Nations Resolution 2098. So it's not that our soldiers are in the DRC out of their own volition. You know also, it's not only the 9 of South Africa that passed on. There's also 2 from Malawi, and there's also 1 from Tanzania. And we don't know in terms of injuries how many from each member state who are involved.